Everything was new for us. We were no camp. We don't have the training ground. When we brought the tank back from Keppel Harbour, we were told that this tank was to go into National Day Parade. It was to show the strength of the defense. The preparation was really tough. Time was not with us, actually. We had to rush. We have to practice driving to make sure the tank worked first in cross-country, and then we practice driving along the road at Choa Chu Kang and Lim Chu Kang. When we drove the tank past, the crowd was there and the cheer. The sense of pride was there, We were the first to have the mobile column of the nation. The 18-tank display really demonstrated the strength of the SAF. The future of Singapore depends on the whole populations. We must all have the attitude to defend Singapore.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the Golden Jubilee Mobile Column, representing the strength of our nation. Commanding this year's column is Lieutenant Colonel Lim Kah Keng. By his side is the second in command of the very first mobile column in 1969, Colonel Retired Goh Lai Chun. Leading the column, the Leopard 2 SG is Singapore's very own main battle tank. Equipped with awesome firepower, mobility and armored protection, our Leopards spearhead the Army's land maneuvers, dominating the battlefield with their speed and precision. Each tank is operated by a 4-man crew. Their teamwork and coordination are essential in making our Leopard 2 SG the best tank in the world. Following closely behind the Leopard 2 SG is the Bionics 2 armored fighting vehicle, developed locally by ST Engineering. It is equipped with a 30mm cannon and can carry up to 8 troopers. Another variant is equipped with a heavy machine gun and automatic grenade launcher. Next up is the versatile Bronco all-terrain tracked carrier, designed to maneuver through various types of terrain for field and urban operations. The Bronco comes in several variants to meet a whole range of operational demands. Following behind the Bronco, the Terex infantry carrier vehicle provides infantry troopers with enhanced mobility, protection and firepower, enabling them to maneuver to the battlefield quickly and safely. Behind the Terex is the light strike vehicle Mark II from the Guards. They are equipped with lethal weapons like anti-tank missiles and grenade launchers. Up next, our Army intelligence troopers. They deploy the mini UAV to collect information on the battlefield. Now leading the artillery formation, we have the High Mobility Artillery Rocket System. Each of its GPS-guided rockets can achieve an accuracy of 10 meters and can be fired up to a maximum range of 70 kilometers. Next up, we have the Combat Engineers. Leading the packet is the brand new Armored Engineer Vehicle, which ensures that no obstacle stands in the way of our Army. Other assets from the Combat Engineers include the Armored Vehicle Launch Bridge that enables heavy vehicles like the Leopards to cross wide gaps, the Trailblazer, a countermine vehicle, and the M3G Float Bridge, which ferries forces across water bodies. Rounding off this packet are our chemical, biological, radiological and explosive forces, capable of an immediate response to chemical and biological incidents. From the signals formation, these vehicles facilitate communication between different units on the battlefield. The SATCOM vehicle is critical for transmitting data on the move. Now leading the Combat Service Support Command, we have the Tracked Maintenance Task Vehicle. It facilitates the repair of all our armored vehicles. Following closely behind are the Wheeled Maintenance Task Vehicle, the Fuel Tanker, and the fully integrated Transport Container. In this packet also, the newly designed combat ambulances that will support both peacetime and operational requirements. Next up, we have the ground-based air defense assets from the Republic of Singapore Air Force. These air defense systems like the Igla and Spider, as well as iHawk, deploy missiles to destroy hostile aircraft. Rounding up the first segment, we have the Sergeant Major of this year's mobile column, Master Warrant Officer Chia Hai Tong.
The SAF and the home team have conducted more than 30 overseas missions, ranging from peacekeeping and peace support to humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Time and time again, our men and women in uniform have answered the call of duty at short notice, serving in foreign lands and seas, far away from home and loved ones. They work in harsh conditions, volatile security environments and unfamiliar cultures to play their part in providing clean water, medical and dental care, as well as building clinics, schools and bridges. This has made a huge difference to the lives of others. This is our strength in action.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the second segment, showcasing our strength in action. Leading the segment is Military Expert 5, Si Yen Ling, a military medical expert and veteran of multiple overseas deployments. On parade are assets that have been deployed overseas for humanitarian assistance as well as peacekeeping operations. These include the Arthur Weapon Locating Radar deployed in Afghanistan, the Water Purification Unit in overseas flood relief efforts, and the Lark 5 for Operation Flying Eagle in Aceh. Behind them is the Singapore Civil Defence Force's 5,000-litre heli bucket, which was deployed to fight forest fires in Chiang Mai. From the Republic of Singapore Navy, we have the Caster and Remus autonomous underwater vehicle. The Remus was used in the search for Air Asia flight QZ8501. The Scan Eagle unmanned aerial vehicle enhances our maritime surveillance. The Protector unmanned surface vessel supported operations in the Gulf of Aden. And making its debut appearance is the specialized marine craft. Fast and agile, it responds decisively against maritime security threats.
Since independence, our growth has been met with threats and challenges in the form of terrorism, civil disasters, and diseases. They often strike at a moment's notice, threatening our loved ones and our way of life. Each time, we have responded resolutely by pulling together as a nation and emerged from the storm stronger and more united. National agencies, private organizations and individual Singaporeans have each played their part, lending a helping hand to overcome adversity together. As we celebrate 50 years of nationhood, we must continue this spirit of strength and resilience. Whatever challenges lie ahead of us, we can rest assured that the SAF and home team are always ready to respond swiftly to any emergency, and that Singaporeans will rally together even in the toughest of times.
The third segment is titled Strength for Our Home, where we salute our security forces' vigilance in keeping Singapore safe. Making a grand appearance are the motorcycles, led by personnel from the military police, traffic police, and Singapore Civil Defence Force in an arrowhead formation. Look out for the newly acquired Peacekeeper Protected Response Vehicle, which provides stronger protection, accurate firepower, and better maneuverability in our island defense operations. Next up, we have vehicles from the Singapore Police Force with their new designs and logo. They patrol our streets every day to keep us and our homes safe. Our police officers dedicate their lives to maintaining order and upholding the law with the vision of making Singapore the safest place in the world. Rounding up the third segment are vehicles from the Singapore Civil Defence Force. In the lead is the 4th generation light fire attack vehicle, affectionately known as the Red Rhino. It is the world's first compact urban firefighting vehicle with an integrated compressed air foam pump system that can extinguish fires 4 times faster than water. Following behind the ambulances is the SCDF's latest innovation. The Hazardous Materials Control Vehicle integrates 3 operational capabilities onto a single platform, namely the Central Command Center, the Advanced Diagnostic Equipment, and 2 mobile transporters for enhanced detection and monitoring during an incident.
Over the past 5 decades, generations of Singaporean men and women have stepped forward to serve and defend our nation. It is their commitment to protecting Singapore that has provided us with 50 years of peace and stability. As we move onward, we cannot take the present stability for granted. Let us share with future generations of Singaporeans the importance of defense and security and prepare them to play their part in defending Singapore. Every single one of us must be committed to safeguard our homes, our loved ones, and freedom to choose our own way of life. Every generation of Singaporeans must fulfill this duty as we bring Singapore from strength to strength.
Ladies and gentlemen, rounding up the mobile column is our final segment titled From Strength to Strength. Generations of Singaporean men and women have stepped forward to serve and defend our nation. It is our commitment to protecting Singapore that has provided us with 50 years of peace and stability. Mounted on these vehicles are 9 families who have proudly served the nation across generations. They represent our unwavering commitment to defense. Let's show our appreciation to them as well as to all Singaporeans who have served in the SAF and the home team in the past and present. You are the strength of our nation. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our Golden Jubilee Mobile Column.